Welcome to the I Can Do That podcast. I'm Jem Fadling, spiritual formation coach, author, and founding partner of Unhurried Living. With 30 years experience in spiritual formation, I help people grow by combining grounded optimism with practical spirituality. This effective dynamic will guide you onto the path of discernment so that you can transform your hopes into habits. Each episode, I'll share one practical idea with one simple takeaway. Together, we'll grow at the pace of transformation, and you'll move into your day saying to yourself, I can do that. I'd like to ask you a favor. If you've been enjoying this podcast, would you tell a friend? You can text this episode or post on social media, or whatever you choose. I hope you'll pass I Can Do That on to a friend today. Thanks so much. Many years ago, on a warm summer day, I was at home with our toddler when Alan arrived home from work. As was his habit, he came to give me a welcome home hug and kiss. Our oldest son, who was just 3 years old, came running up yelling, "Wait! I want to be in your love." He then proceeded to squeeze between us as we embraced, creating a hug sandwich, and he was the filling. I will never forget that moment or that phrase. I want to be in your love. Over the years, I've grown tired of my own inner dialogue, whether I am doing the right things or being the right things or saying the right things or accomplishing the right things. And not simply in regard to my outer work life, but also my inner spiritual life. I have worn myself out with shoulds and ought-tos. And this is highlighted by the reality of decision fatigue. There are just so many options in our lives. For example, I was recently shopping for toothpaste and found myself perturbed that I had to decide between whitening formula, cavity protection, sensitive teeth, deep action, or repair and protect. Too many options. I literally just want to brush my teeth. Well, what my heart truly seeks is peace. What it truly seeks is love. My simple sighing prayer is this: I just want to be in your love. Might that be your prayer too? How does your heart long for God's love? A verse of scripture has been dancing around in the back of my mind for a while now, and it's this, 1 John 4:8. God is love. Profoundly simple, right? God could choose any word he wanted to describe himself, and the word he chose is love. Love is paradoxically simple and complicated. I do not fully understand all the intricacies and dynamics of love, but I do know that in 1 Corinthians 13, Paul does a great job of giving us a peek into the heart of love. Phrase by phrase, he paints a picture of what love is and what it isn't. A while back, I spent some time reading this passage in 2 different translations just to soak a bit. I then added my personal paraphrase, which I offer to you here so that you might reflect on love, remembering who God is and what God is like. So for each line I read, the first phrase is the NIV, the second is the Message, and the rest of the sentence is my own 2 cents. So we're going to take a look at the way of love from 1 Corinthians 13, just one phrase at a time. Love is patient. It never gives up. It keeps trying and it doesn't walk away. Love is kind. It cares more for others than for self. It's not me, me, me. Love doesn't envy. It doesn't want what it doesn't have. I already have what I need. Love does not boast. It doesn't strut. This is true humility, seeing myself rightly. Love is not proud. It doesn't have a swelled head, seeing myself in the light of God's grace. Love does not dishonor others. It doesn't force itself on others. It's not pushy. It's not against. It can let go. Love is not self-seeking. It isn't always me first. It means I take my turn in humility. Love is not easily angered. It doesn't fly off the handle. It's listen first, not anger first. Love keeps no record of wrongs. It doesn't keep score of the sins of others. That means I drop my rocks and I walk away. Love does not delight in evil. It doesn't revel when others grovel. That means I have empathy with others' low points. Love rejoices with the truth. It takes pleasure in the flowering of truth. Love what is real. Love always protects. It puts up with anything. That means I have a super long fuse. Love always trusts. It trusts God always. The focus is in the right place. Love always hopes. It always looks for the best. Creatively positive, and it looks for the wheat among the weeds. Love always perseveres. It never looks back, but keeps going to the end. That means no regrets, no grudges, no fuming. I'm in this for the long haul. God is love. This is the great truth. How will this inform your day today? Well, here's your I can do that for this week. Over the next few days, take some time to answer one or more of the following questions, and then turn your ponderings into prayers. Which phrase from the love passage do you connect with the most? Which phrase is the most difficult to take in? Which phrase gives you the most hope? Which phrase do you want to hold in your heart this week? Remember, you're making your way forward one small, simple, and gracious step at a time. If you want to make further progress in your own formation, I encourage you to pick up a copy of my book, What Does Your Soul Love? 8 Questions That Reveal God's Work in You. In it, you'll find themes such as desire, resistance, vulnerability, fear, and joy, and such questions as, what do you really want? Where are you hiding? What's getting in your way? And what's most real to you? Holding and living the questions is a great way to cooperate with your own growth process. So go ahead and pick up a copy of What Does Your Soul Love from your favorite bookseller. If you love what you just heard, please follow, rate, and review this podcast. This helps more people find us, and I really appreciate your help. You can also text this episode to a friend so they can join you on this journey. Together, let's move at the pace of grace and grow at the pace of transformation.